members who have come on today. Again, my name is Steve Sternicki. I think most of you, DATC, know me, business operations specialist. Been around for almost all of DATC's life. So anyway, we're here today. I only have a few comments to make. DATC is really excited about partnering with GovShop and what they have offered, what they offer, which they're going to go through in a few minutes here. But particularly, as a DATC member and as a DATC entity, we know the value of partnering. And also understanding the capabilities of each of the members. And so we feel in partnering with GovShop here that we are going to help the members to build profiles that will help them to engage each other better as they prepare for and as they work on projects. So again, we're really excited about that. I think it's a bit of a journey for all of us as far as leveraging this and making it better. So we're intrigued as much as each of the members to go down this journey and look for these opportunities. So again, that's all I really had to say. I'm always here for any questions. During this meeting I'll be here, but also afterwards. Again, I'm learning myself some of these things as well, but I think it's going to be good for our members. So with that, back over to you, Connor, I believe, to continue on.
Great, thanks, Steve. Yeah, we're really looking forward to this partnership and relationship with DATC. We think it can be great for both parties, bringing on all the DATC members, getting their profiles built out, and we'll go into more details of how to do that and all the functionality that GovShop offers. On this call with me is my colleague, Frank McNally, who is a director of our training and content development. So he's on here to help answer any Q&As. He has a background in public procurement. Frank, if you want to do a quick introduction.
Sure, yeah, the former contracting officer, so have been in the seat of doing government contracts, writing solicitations, doing the market research, also spent time on the industry side as a management consultant with business development responsibilities. So I have a unique vantage point of we're seeing the challenges on both sides, and we're excited about how GovShop can help address some of those early market research challenges that we know everybody faces.
Thanks, Frank. So on these calls, and my name's Connor Paskoff. I'm a customer success associate and the point of contact for the DATC partnership. I'm looking forward to working with everyone. So on this call, I'm going to give just some high-level background about the Public Spend Forum and GovShop, who we are, who we work with, and our effort. And then I'm going to, discuss kind of the partnership and what we're trying to get out of it. And then I'm going to demo the tool for you so you guys can get the most out of it. And then feel free to drop any questions into the Q&A section. And then at the end, we'll be able to answer those, and we'll stick around to be able to help you guys out as much as possible. And again, you guys have my email, my calendar links. You can always get a hold of me at any time. Really looking forward to this, establishing this relationship. So thank you. So let's begin. So the Public Spend Forum started 5 years ago, really as a think tank, trying to understand the barriers to entry into the government. Why is it so difficult for government to work with private industry? And on the other end, why is it so difficult for private industry to find and work with the government? Really came down to informational asymmetry. As we all know, the government posts on many different resources from the federal, state, and local level. Each agency has their own resource as well. So just a lot of information spread across different markets, different resources, really not one single location to find all this. We've heard from a lot of our clients that, it's just a real big lift to get working with the government, especially for smaller businesses that don't have these giant capture teams like a Deloitte or Raytheon might, that has team members that can just scan all the different websites and resources. So through that, we invented GovShop. So think of GovShop as the LinkedIn, but with the Google search engine for all things procurement. Government procurement, but then on the other end, being able to find any company out there. So in GovShop, there's 1.9 million plus companies, we call them suppliers, that through the database, you can search and research, search and filter and find those companies so that governments can find the best innovative technology companies, the best suppliers out there, reach out to them and do work. And then on the other end, we're helping consolidate all the different opportunities from all the different resources onto GovShop. So private industry can go into GovShop, find all those opportunities that match to their capabilities and be able to bid on them. So really trying to make GovShop just that one-stop shop for all things government procurement. Prior to COVID, we had a lot of different focus areas: cybersecurity, virtual reality, software development. COVID hit, we really did a deep dive trying to understand the supply chain of COVID. And through that, we actually won contracts with the National Governors Association. We're part of the DoD Joint Acquisition Task Force, working directly with the American Hospital Association, and really just kind of got our footing through that, trying to find all the medical supplies out in the market, trying to prevent fraudulent transactions. We were able to get a really good footing there and it started establishing that marketplace. And so once we got that under our belt, we are now targeting these partnerships. And the idea of the partnerships are really to bring in more clients, more members, really start crowdsourcing data and really allow for collaboration. You know, we envision this and this partnership that you guys will be able to work with each other, search and find other companies' technology focus areas, their capabilities, and really be able to team. So that's ultimately our goal, is to get DATC members active on the site so they can find each other, find government opportunities, and reach out and bid on those contracts either together or by themselves as just the prime contractor. So now I'm going to go ahead and demo the site for you, just so you guys have an understanding of how the site works. So you all should have seen the announcement from Steve and DATC coming out, and then this attachment for this PDF document. So on this PDF document, it has all the list members in the DATC consortium. So you can easily go through, find the company that you work for, and then click into this GovShop link, and it'll open up the GovShop page associated with your account. From here, if you're not logged in or if you haven't claimed an account in the past, above the company name is claim this profile. You would just select this button and it would take you to this page. You can obviously see the benefits and everything that goes in it. This is a really quick registration process. When you click that link and that claim this profile, it automatically associates the user registration with that company. So you don't actually have to find and search anything. You would just come in here, click, I have the rights to manage this profile, enter your name, work email, create a password, you can add your job title, and then just create an account. This will go into the system. Our team will review, make sure that the email is associated with the company and a person working there, just so we don't have any fraudulent people claiming the wrong profiles, trying to do everything possible to make sure that everyone has the correct profile and that there's no red flags or any issues. So then in the top right corner, you can log in. So I'm going to log into my account here and really start showing you the functionality of GovShop. So this is the GovShop main page. We really try to build this as simple. Again, think of it kind of like a Google search engine. So you can search by contracts, by commodity codes, by contract vehicles. You can search by suppliers. So if I wanted to come in, I can search by automotive technology. And so you see up at the top, we have 1.9+ million suppliers in our entire database. But through our search and filtering, you can really break down the companies into a better and more useful platform. If you guys have ever used the Beta SAM website, obviously there's some issues with the search and filtering functionality. It can be just a big lift to try to find companies, find businesses, find opportunities. So we're trying to solve that problem. So when I searched automotive technology, it went from 1.9 million companies down to 16,000. Again, that's still a big lift, but then again, as I mentioned, you can really search and filter through commodity codes, contract vehicles, set-aside programs. So for instance, say I'm looking for a company that's a women-owned small business that uses the keywords automotive technology. So from there, I went from 1.9 million down to 16,000, down to now 1,900. Say I wanted to even filter it down even further, I can come in here and say I want to look for small business innovation research. And GovShop actually won an Air Force SIBR, so we are doing market research and work for the Air Force. and working on projects for them. So when I search then down to the Air Force SIBR, it's a women-owned small business that says they work in automotive technology. It comes down to 60 results. And clearly here at the top are 2 of the DATC members. So you can see here, it's where you've associated DATC with this badge here. So companies, governments, anyone that comes on and starts doing their searching now knows that these companies are associated with DATC, or a vetted and reliable source, and that they can, reach out to them, and, they're in that consortium. This here is a claim badge. This is someone actually owns this account. So when they came in, they created that account, they claimed the badge and logged in. So I'll click on REL Technologies just to give you an understanding of what a profile looks like. So this is RAL Technologies. So it obviously, you can see everything it does. And think of these profiles as a type of digital capability statement. And the idea is that as people come on to GovShop, click into these profiles, they'll never really have to go to any other resources. They don't have to go to the beta SAM resource. They don't even really have to go to the company website. Everything should be here. So we have a high level summary. So it tells you exactly what the company does: applied business technologies, data systems, facility consulting. We have our general information as well. So DUNS number, cage code, annual revenue, year founded, which sectors the company serves. And again, that all goes into our filtering and our search algorithms and everything that helps companies, governments find the best companies. This section here, we call our specialities and expertise. Think of that as the keyword. So, as people describe their business, what they're looking for in government solicitations, different keywords that they would pull from that. We use our machine to help find these keywords. And then we have our contact information, so you can get an understanding of who works in the business, how to get into contact with them. You can list the size and minority status. As I mentioned, we filtered down to women-owned small business, and that was through this government set-aside program filter. We can list commodity codes. So you can see here we have all the NAICS codes associated with the company, all the NIGP and PSC codes. We actually came up with these PSF markets as another way for people to start searching and filtering through keyword search. You can also add products and service offerings as well into that section. And then down here is one of the biggest sections governments are always looking for, is the past experience section. So being able to find what companies have done in the past, so that, at the end of the day, when a government agent, finds and does the research, they know that they're a reliable source. So you can see they've worked for Booz Allen Hamilton, Metal Ops, the DLA, and just trying to really build out this understanding of what the business does. And then again, we have contract vehicles, so you can see what contract vehicle a company is on and be able to go out and work with them directly. And then another important section is external recognition. So this business obviously has a strong background, a lot of great work in the past, since they've been recognized by external resources. So we want to list that there again, just prove the value of the company and the reliability. Then you can actually upload any downloadable content, so capability statement, presentations, white papers, really anything you want to highlight to the government audience, to anyone out there. Really make it easy for people to understand what your business does. You can do location serve, so you can filter it down to, if a business only wants to work in Maryland or New York, you can find businesses like that as well. And then I will show you what we actually built out for DATC. So what we did, and so DATC has their own page, but what we did through these partnerships is actually built a specific landing page for DATC. So all the DATC members are tagged here, and that's where you saw that DATC badge. So here on the right-hand side is the point of contact. So Christina's works for DATC. She's the point of contact listed. So anyone that comes onto this landing page can understand and find what DATC does, what the consortium means, and what their focus areas are. So who can use it? The DoD, managing organizations, DATC, the length of the consortium, different contracting activities, and then ultimately the resource to get you to the DATC page. And one thing we did for DATC was really wanted to, build out this collaboration, the teaming for companies to be able to find subs and primes and, partner with each other. So we built out these 8 different technology focus areas within DATC and are starting to tag each of the companies or have tagged each of the companies to this. So say you work in autonomous vehicles and you're looking for, a sub on your autonomous vehicles, you can actually come into this DATC landing page and then break it down by if you wanted someone that does something in artificial intelligence, software modeling, and actually be able to find all these different businesses. Say I worked at GS Engineering, I can do one part of a contract, but I can't fulfill the whole thing. I can then search through here, understand the different focus areas and what product services other companies are offering, and then actually be able to reach out to them and partner with them and try to collaborate. I know that's a lot, so I'm going to pause there for a second, and then I'm going to show you how to edit a profile. So
Connor, real quick, we do have a question. Can you have more than one user per account? And I presume that means like, can more than one, user update a supplier profile, claim it, et cetera?
Yes, absolutely. It's a great question. So yes, you can have as many users on the account as possible. So, you could log in and say you wanted to just update the high level summary. You can do that. You can have another person do the product and services. So really collaborate there and just try to take the lift off one person. So I'm going to show you the public spend form. So if you're on any page, to get back to your profile in the top right hand corner, you'll see your name, you'll see your company's name, and then you can click edit profile, and it'll bring you to this page. So this is the public spend forms page, and we actually use our own product to find opportunities using our matching technology. We do offer subscription services. So each account, if you're in the free version, we'll say free account. We actually offer different subscriptions, which I'll talk about in a little bit. But we use the accelerator to do our what we call power matching and to find opportunities. So that's how we found our Air Force Silver Award, as well as other contracts and opportunities out there. So up here at the top of your profile, will show you the strength of the profile. So as these circles start adding up and filling up with color, you'll understand, what the better your profile is, the richer information. So you can actually hover over these and it will tell you what you're missing. So our company, have our website, our description. So we're missing our government set aside programs and certifications. If you don't have those documentations, it doesn't negatively affect anything. It will just not show that the score is complete all the way to the top. So this is, again, what we call the general information section. So our high level summary, so company name. And to edit is very simple. You just use this pencil symbol here in the top right corner. So I would click this pencil symbol. I can change the company name for whatever reason. You can add a logo, the high level summary. So you can add any more details that you would like. And you can really build this out. Think of this as almost like your About Us section on your website. So trying to get companies to understand, or get governments, any buyers to understand what you do and what your focus areas are. You can add media files, you can add photos, videos. So we have a video of what we did with the Joint Acquisition Task Force, trying to build out PPE so people can try to understand what we have done in the market. You can add your DUNS number, cage code, employee information, revenue. So if you wanted to be a small business or set aside for that, you'd want to list the revenue so companies can find, can search and filter that way as well. Private, the sectors you're serving. So if you're only focused on US federal, you'd want to just select US federal. If you're focused just on states, just states, and really build it out. And then again, this is one of the biggest sections for our opportunity matching. And through just the search algorithm is the specialities and expertise, which we call keywords. So, we are always looking for market research, supply research, procurement, market intelligence, workforce development, or just the keywords that we use to search. Once you fill that in, you would just come back up here and hit save, and that would save all your changes. So you can go through each section. And so back to that question, if you can have multiple users. So we all on GovShop and on the public spend form all have a user account, and you can actually come and find all of our contact information. So this is myself for user support, so you can get into contact with me. My manager and our director of client experience, Anna Frank, is listed here. So if you were looking to try to learn more about some training or webinar events, or wanted to get some content posted, something that's interesting, you could reach out to Frank. You can reach out to Ben, who's our managing partner, Ash, who's another managing partner, Sana, who's part of our marketing team. So if you wanted to, try to help boost some of your marketing efforts, you get into contact with everyone here at the organization. Again, size and minority status, you can add certifications, you can add products and services. So GovShop is actually the public spend forms product. So we actually have, a small description of what we do. And then again, this is all tied to a past experience. So how we use the platform. So we actually use GovShop to win this past experience. and do research for electromagnetic pulse detection. So really trying to just build out the GovShop profile, as we mentioned, is sort of like a digital capability statement. And the idea is that anyone that comes on to GovShop can find any business out there, learn what they've done in the past, what they currently do, what service or products they're offering, and really be able to establish an understanding. We built this out really working with governments directly, and a lot of the pain points from governments is, when they're doing their market research, it's where to begin, how to check those boxes of, I found all the best companies out there. So they're really using GovShop to do their market research. So we actually crossed the threshold, a great benchmark for us, of 250 plus agencies from the federal, state, and local levels. Our biggest client is the Air Force. As we mentioned, we won an Air Force Civ Award. We're working with the Department of Homeland Security, National Governors Association, Army, Navy, the state of Maryland's a big client of ours, North Carolina, Arizona, New York, and then down into the local levels as well. So we have a lot of agencies coming on, and they're really looking for the most data and the most company information. So, as we're establishing these partnerships, we're going to help you guys build out your profile so that you can be found by more government agents. And then on the other end, you can also be able to team and match with other DATC members or other companies for that matter, and be able to work with them directly. And then again, as I mentioned, you can have downloadable content. So all the different things that you guys can do, white papers, capability statement, PowerPoint presentations, add all of that information so that people really don't have to ever leave GovShop. Or you can put location served. And then this section at the bottom here is our SEO term. So ultimately, we want to try to optimize your profile for our search engine. So everything is linked to Google in the end. So as you do search engine optimization, you'll be able to be found on Google through Google searches and just generic website searches as well. Just another way for you all to be found. Again, that's a lot of information. And then the last thing I wanted to discuss was our resources, and then our opportunity, and then our subscriptions and our opportunity search. So we do have a huge list of resources. Frank is, the chief and head of our content. So he is pivotal in producing a lot of this content. So we have different events, government 101s up until, more expertise in the government sector trying to navigate. So there's those resources for you. You can look at all our webinars and blogs. So I'll take you here. So here's all of our different webinars, blogs. We have different trainings throughout the year, podcasts. You can really find all that information. One thing that will be very helpful to you all as we establish more of these APIs with other government resources is our opportunity matching and our opportunity database. As I mentioned, it can be a really big lift to search for all the opportunities. Obviously, if you search into Google for certain opportunities, it's going to come up with articles, news. It's not going to come up with government opportunities. You can go into the Beta SAM website, but again, that doesn't have all the opportunities. So what we really have done is we're working with all the government agencies, different resources, and trying to consolidate every opportunity from federal, state, and local levels onto GovShop. And so be able to come into GovShop and search these different opportunities. So currently, we have like about 34,000 in the front end. But if I wanted to go ahead and search for automotive technology, you can really search and filter down to 22 opportunities. And then you can go here and you can start following and tracking opportunities as well, and really try to build out a robust understanding of what's in the market, what can I bid on. So one opportunity I noticed that, say I wanted to look for modular robotic vehicles, I could search, click in this, and it actually gives you a high level understanding of what they're looking for. So just make it easier for your team, your organization to, before they go out to any external resource, try to find the opportunities out in the market, give you an understanding. And then ultimately, you still have to go to the actual resource to apply. So you can hit apply here, and it will take you to the beta. I think this is a Beta SAM. So this will take you to the Beta SAM site, and you can actually now understand all the details of this opportunity, learn and walk through it. Ultimately, our goal is to make sure that, that everyone can submit documents and bid on everything through GovShop. That's something in our pipeline and a goal of ours. But the idea of this opportunity search is that you can just do this more easily, and it scans all the different government resources, not just the Beta SAM. And moreover, we think that we have great search results and create search algorithms that will allow you to do better searching than if you just typed automotive technology into Beta SAM. So that's all included in the free version that we have offered to you, and part of what is in the partnership. Anyone can come on and use the free model, build out their profile, do these opportunity searching, use our resources, everything of that nature. We do offer a subscription service. We have 2 different levels of subscriptions. Our top level is called Power Match, it's called Accelerator, and we actually offer power matching. So that's opportunities when we say through our machine learning. So that's where we actually take those keywords, we understand your business, everything you put in that profile, from product, service, keywords, past experience, contract vehicles, all of that information. And we actually use the machine to automatically send you opportunities and suggest opportunities to you. So as I mentioned, we have over 250 government agencies, 1,000+ different specialized markets, different contract vehicles. And then again, the biggest thing is our power matching, different market insights, and just really trying to become a part of your business development and capture team. So here are some testimonials. So this is one of our what works with us as an accelerator. He's a sales rep for Aiden Health. As I mentioned, we did a big lift into the COVID supply chain. So we were helping clients find PPE opportunities that they would otherwise not be able to find. So we helped them find this one for a local fire department where they sold masks and other PPE. So ultimately, our goal is to help companies find all the opportunities out in the market, bring it into one spot so that you really, build out a compliance matrix and really start to focus their bidding and their work with the government, and not be overwhelmed by thousands of different opportunities and bad search results. So here are different subscription plans. So right now, our accelerator, we're having a big discount on there. It's $119 if you wanted to try it for the year. It's $300 a month. And so with that, again, we have the power match opportunities. We have different market insights, different marketing promotional videos that we do, and we will complete your profile. With our starter package as well, we actually will build out your profile. We'll send you different market research newsletters. And again, we're coming in at a really low price point, especially for our partners, to try to build out this understanding and this network and this platform, and kind of steal market share from some of the competitors. If you've ever used some of the other bid resources out there on the private side, they can be $4,000 or $5,000 a year. We're really trying to come in at a low price point, and offer the best service possible. So that's everything that we really offer. Currently, we're having a lot of updates and developments. We're establishing a user dashboard, which will allow you to track different opportunities, be able to search by keywords, and just really make it robust. So everything is tracked, filtered, listing for you, and just trying to make this as easy as possible for everyone to use. So that's the demo. I appreciate everyone's time. I'm here to help answer any questions. Frank and I will be here to answer any of the Q&As. And then, as I mentioned, everyone should have access to my calendar link, my email, and be able to get into contact me with any questions.
Connor, we got another question from an anonymous attendee. Wants to know the extent that the government is using GovShop to find suppliers, and I can answer that. So we do have escalating traffic. GovShop has been in development for a few years now, and we see about 1,000 or so users and searches every week. So we know that the tool is being used. We're doing a lot behind the scenes to get GovShop out there, to make it known in the buyer community. Just this morning, I presented to over 100 government contracting professionals in Dayton, Ohio, through their National Contract Management Association. So we recognize that if you're going to take the time to build a profile on GovShop, we want to take the time to drive traffic there. So just this past week, even, we started driving paid traffic to GovShop to try to attract government buyers when they're doing market research. That's really where we want to catch people. So if somebody goes to Google to type automotive technologies, we want to make sure we're winning that keyword. And the more companies we see come in and have specific types of offerings, that's where we're gonna look to try to drive the traffic. So if you've got government customers and you do build this GovShop profile, it's a nice digital capability statement. You definitely want to include this in communications with them and try to get them coming there to use it. But we're definitely hitting that from both ends.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Frank. Another thing that we're targeting on the government side is working with the P-tax around the local and the state level, trying to get their users on there, trying to integrate with their training and trying to drive traffic from there as well. So big push on both sides, outreach from our marketing team to bring on more suppliers and then bring on more governments. It's a lot of the, chicken and the egg, governments want more data, more clients, more suppliers in the database so they can do better research. And then, to that question, how many governments are on there is, a big pain point for suppliers. It's that, why would we take the time to do this without the governments on there? So as I mentioned, 250 plus agencies, thousands of different buyers coming on, a lot of different traffic, and we're really, starting to push that out. So with these partnerships, I think that's going to be, a huge push moving into 2021. And we're really excited about this and to be working with everyone. Well, if there aren't any other questions, we will give you back the last.
Got one more, Connor, from Cindy. Wants to know, our company manufactures just a small component that's used in a variety of military vehicles. You're always part of another system, or you sell to the primes. So okay, so selling to primes, Cindy, if you're not a direct seller to government, but you do sell to primes, I know that companies use GovShop to try to find subcontractors. We are encouraging prime vendors to use it as such. So, it can be a teaming opportunity as well. I don't know if, Connor, did you mention the opportunities database? So, as a component manufacturer, sometimes, you can find solicitations where that some of your primes, have an opportunity to bid on that. And if they win, they'll end up purchasing from you. So, sourcing those opportunities proactively and sending them to your prime partners might be another use case for GovShop.
Yeah, thanks, Frank. Yeah, so definitely want to build out this tool for teaming, making it easy for subs to find primes and vice versa. I have a lot of calls with suppliers like yourself that are, looking for, wouldn't say they're government buyers, but they do buy and they're on the supplier side. So always looking for teaming. So that's a big push that we're moving into 2021 is to establish really teaming and that search functionality as well. So you can find and pair and partner with other companies. And one thing that we're all, as a newer company, something we're building out and developing our product, we really want feedback from you all. So if there's something on the site that you would love to see, something that would be useful for you, please do not hesitate to reach out at all. We would love to get that feedback and get that built into the system, because if it's a pain point for you, it's going to be a pain point for other people. So we want to get that fixed and get that solved, and we want to make this the easiest tool that you use, something that you can come in, search, find all the companies, search the opportunities all in one place, be able to team and just really be able to, develop your business, expand it, grow, work with the government more easy, and just kind of take some stress off of you guys, just making it easier for everyone is ultimately our goal. Well, I appreciate everyone's time. If there's no other questions, I will give you the 22 minutes back of your afternoons or mornings if you're on the West Coast. And I hope everyone has a terrific holiday and New Year and a great 2021. We do have another training at the end, in the middle of January, that we're doing for DATC. So if anyone has any interest in learning more, we should have our dashboard launched by then. So there's going to be some new updates. Again, you can always get into contact with me. My email, my calendar link should be floating around. But after this, we'll make sure to send it to everyone so you can get into contact with me. I'll be your point of contact. So if you need help at all, please do not hesitate to reach out. I'm looking forward to working with all of you. Thanks so much. And everyone have a nice day.
Thanks, Connor.